Dr. Reddy's has declared its Q2 numbers, and it's one of the first large cap pharma company to do so in this earnings season. Now, when we look at the trend, the US business continues to look strong. Almost close to 244 million is what they have done in the US sales, which is about 1830 odd crores in terms of rupee. That seems to be a great number. It is a number which is in line or positive with the estimates, and overall on a YOY basis it leads to a strong growth for the company. Then when we just talk about what the India business is, 21% growth, but that's not the correct way to look at it, because it has the Wockhardt business in it, so that's another element that one has to take note of. Overall, India and US, which are their key two markets, did pretty well. Directionally, the numbers look on the positive side. When you look at the margins, the reported margins have come in at close to 25.4%, and just one gets a sense it's a slight bit of beat. There could be a little bit of one-off because the reported number can sometimes change with some adjustments that these companies tend to have. EM sales was slightly on the weaker side. Europe sales did well with about 30% sort of growth rate that you have seen in the European market. The management has not given a commentary, but they have very clearly said it's the new launches that have helped the growth in the US market. It's about the currency also, which was in their favor. Not particularly commenting about the generic pricing pressure, but volumes seem to be higher than estimate across most markets. Then when we talk about really how the R&D spend was, which is close to about 8.5 to 9% of sales, it's in line with what they have guided earlier, and that continues to be the case. PSAI pointing out towards a recovery in the previous quarter, but in this quarter it looks to be slightly muted. But again, it's a small segment versus all the other segments that they have, so it's very difficult to say what is the sort of focus on that business. Then when we just talk about really what's happening as far as the recent cyber attack news flow is concerned, on that they have said that on this cyber attacks have happened, and they have appointed some experts to find out as to what really has happened. On the face of it, they don't really look that there could be a big data breach, but it's on a process that is recovering. It's on a process that they continue to say that it's a developing thing, which they would continue to update us about. But key positions, overall key things have started, and that's something which they have said are continuing to be work on a remote location. Then when we just talk about the changes, CFO Soumen Chakravarti, whom you have seen interviews post the numbers, has decided to retire, and the other person, Mr. Parag, has actually come in. So it was a development which was expected, or it was a development which essentially nobody thought would come in so soon, but it has essentially come in with the CFO Soumen Chakravarti now retiring and a new player coming in. They have a con call today evening, so we'll wait and watch as to any commentary regarding the US market, the pricing pressure, what's happening in the Indian market, any other further drug launches that they have lined up over the next 12 to 18 months, and any timeline if there is any changes are all key things to watch out for.